some $159 million. By 2020, COVID-19 came in March. The general election came in August. You know what this criminal and corrupt PNM government did? They kept the food card program at 28,380 persons. That is the food card program for 2020. However, the number of temporary food cards that were distributed for fiscal 2020 was 79,034. Go back to 2019, it was 4,000, brothers and sisters, 4,654. By election August of 2020 and leading up to elections of 2020, they increased the number of temporary food cards from 4,654 to, you know how many? 79,000. 79,000. Who got these cards, brothers and sisters? Who got these temporary food cards? That is what the PNM did. And that is how they were able to win the general elections of 2020. They didn't win on performance. They didn't win on delivery. They manipulated the system. They abused their offices. They use our taxpayers' dollars to bribe the population to vote for them. That is how they won the 2020 elections. We must understand that. Brothers and sisters, I have two other matters I want to deal with. One involving a clear breach of the COVID-19 protocols by the lawmaker by day and the lawbreaker by night. The Attorney General making laws in the day and breaking the same laws in the night. This Attorney General breached COVID protocols when he was seen having a good time, palancing, prancing, dancing, singing, wrestling for the open, something that went live on social media. He was in breach of the law. And when they approached his leader and said, "Leader, your Attorney General has breached the law. What say you?" The leader said, "I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed." You think in another country an Attorney General could breach the law, breach protocol, and he get a pass? But under Rowley, he get a pass. We call on the crazy ballhead who is recovering from COVID-19. And like Raquel, I want to wish him a speedy recovery. I want to wish him a speedy recovery. But we call on him while he is recovering from COVID-19 to fire the blasted Attorney General. That's what we want you to do while he's recovering. Fire him. Fire him. Brothers and sisters, one law for you, one law for the PNM. We ask the following questions. What contact tracing has been done after the scandal involving the Attorney General? What kind of contact tracing has been done? We are hearing nothing. What has the government, why has the government waited 1 week after receiving vaccination or vaccines to begin the vaccination process? Whilst everybody knew there was a spike. Today, I read 41 cases, new cases in Trinidad and Tobago today. There are over 450 or 30 active cases in our country. Who was exposed to Al-Wari and the others at this COVID-19 violation event? Who? We don't know. Because you know why? There's one law for Al-Wari and the PNM, and there's another law for you and me and the poor people of this country. Brothers and sisters, there are contradictions between a fellow called Dial Singh and his permanent secretary about payment for these vaccines. His PS told a parliamentary committee it's a grant. Al-Wari Dial Singh corrected his PS and says it's a loan. Who's right? Which is it? Is it a loan or is it a grant? We don't know. Brothers and sisters, one law for the rich, one law for the PNM, and one law for the ordinary people of our nation. Didn't you observe, or have you not observed, they are trying to PNMize Trinidad and Tobago? UNC CPEP workers, they're forcing them to wear red jerseys now? They are forcing CPEP workers to wear PNM jerseys. They're paying PTSC buses in red. They are trying to PNMize Trinidad and Tobago. The mafia, the PNM mafia, is trying to convert Trinidad and Tobago into what they call PNM country. They even want to paint the bus sheds in red. That's what they're doing. Ayana said, from the working class to the forgotten class. Today, PNM has crushed the working class and has converted the working class into the slave class. That is what the PNM has done. They have weakened the trade union movement. Trade union movement is a ghost of itself. I want to tell you something before I wrap up this evening. It is something that you need to pay attention to. There is a matter which has come into the public domain that has caused us, we in the opposition, great concern. It is also a matter that should cause concern to every single citizen in this country, including the Law Association, the Integrity Commission, and other investigative arms of the state. This matter, my brothers and sisters, has to do with the award of a lucrative legal brief concerning the cabinet of Trinidad and Tobago to a law firm, of which the wife of the Attorney General seems to be the senior partner. From my understanding of the matter, the Mahasabha has decided to challenge the decision of the cabinet to change the scholarship system. You know, we used to get 400 scholarship every year. Rowley has reduced that to 100. And he has increased something called the bursary to 500. So they are challenging that. That is a direct legal challenge to the members of the cabinet and a decision which they made. It seems to be a challenge on behalf of the many students of our country who have become frustrated at being denied scholarship funding for tertiary education. My brothers and sisters, there are many law firms and lawyers in this country. Hundreds of lawyers are admitted to the bar every year. I would like to remind you that the procurement legislation which the UNC wanted to implement included scrutiny of legal services and the award of legal briefs to lawyers. It is the Attorney General, among others, who would have decided to remove legal services from the procurement legislation that was passed, thereby removing the oversight of the procurement regulator from the giving of legal briefs on behalf of the state. My brothers and sisters, the cabinet has been sued, and therefore the cabinet is entitled to legal representation. That is not disputed. However, the Attorney General is part of the cabinet. The Attorney General is also a leading member of cabinet, and in fact, the de facto advisor to the cabinet. The Constitution of our country requires two persons to form a cabinet: the Prime Minister and the Attorney General. Two of them. Therefore, the Attorney General is not simply a member of cabinet. He is a pivotal part of the cabinet. Without him, there will be no cabinet in Trinidad and Tobago. Therefore, if the cabinet is sued, that means that the Attorney General is being sued. If the Attorney General is being sued, then I would like to ask a question. Isn't it clear? Isn't it a clear conflict of interest for the wife of the Attorney General or her firm to represent her husband or the cabinet of which he is a part? I ask that question. I put it to you. Is it not unethical for the Attorney General's wife to benefit from a matter in which the Attorney General is directly involved? I ask a question. I put it to you. What is even worse is that the Attorney General's family who already benefits from so much taxpayers' money through the rental of buildings. You know, he rented us a building on Tragridge Road, 1 Alexander Place. He gained $23 million after 3 years because the rental is almost $600,000 a month. So he's benefiting already. He will now further be benefiting from taxpayers' money in circumstances where students are being denied scholarships. That is what is at stake here. The Attorney General, through his wife, is directly benefiting from the torment and frustration of our children whose dream of being scholarship winners but cannot benefit from scholarships because of the decision of the cabinet to reduce the number of scholarships from 400 to 100. They decided that. My brothers and sisters, I bring this to your attention today to show you how the PNM has legalized and is legalizing tea-free in our country to benefit themselves, to benefit the wife of the Attorney General. That cannot be right. It cannot be right in a country that respects democratic rights and freedoms and that is governed by the rule of law. It cannot be right. So, brothers and sisters, I leave this with you tonight. Think about it. They don't care. They are bold and daring. What was once a creeping dictatorship has now assumed upright levels. This dictatorship led by Rowley is now standing bold and upright. They're doing what they want. My brothers and sisters, we have to stop them. That is why I call on you to stand up. My brothers and sisters, as my friend Denise told you, we are coming back right here on the 1st of May, May Day, Workers' Day, to deal with procurement, to deal with this contract, awards of contracts by the government, and what it means for you and your family and your children and our country. The PNM is for friends, families, and financiers, brothers and sisters. That is what the PNM is about. So tonight, we are in Port of Spain. We are coming back here on May Day. And brothers and sisters, we will continue to fight and struggle in defense of the rights of the people of our country. Let us together build one another. Let us together move in unison. Let us together move in unity, solidarity, and harmony for a better TNT. Together we can do it. Together under the rising sun, a new dawn will break in this land. And just as the day follows the night, the sun will rise again. Long live the UNC. Long live Sister Kamla Pasad Bisasa. Long live the people of TNT. Forward ever, backward never. Forward ever, backward never. Forward ever, backward never. Thank you.
You couldn't get more real talk than that. You want talk? That was true talk. You want talk? That was true talk. You hear it from the bowels of the nation. And when that man started to tell you things, you had to wonder what coming next. At this point, I just want to say, I thank God for the opportunity for being here tonight. It's an opportunity that Laventille people, Port of Spain and environs deserve. It is time we stand up and realize that we are also part of Trinidad and Tobago. It is time we make the government, the oppressive government, realize that is we have them there. And it's time that they stop talk and start to function. Performance beat old talk. I had the opportunity to tell one minister that one night, and he was wondering what I was speaking about. And it's because he told me that when he sat down to have a drink, he loved Johnny Walker. And I told him, Johnny walk, we talk and perform. I want to thank God again for all of you, all my vibrant speakers with all the different matters. And we would like Trinidad and Tobago to not just wake up, as my bishop rightly said. Come off the bed, because when the coffee burn, the pot will burn, the house will burn, and you will end up in the fire burn. We don't want to lose you along the way. Our arms are widely open under the arms of the rising sun, the United National Congress. Come join us. Come know where your future lies. Come know where every creed and race will find an equal place. I want to thank my Prime Minister. She will always be my Prime Minister, Ms. Kamala Prasad Bisasa, for giving us the opportunity for real talk, true talk, for grassroots, not the aristocrat, the grassroots, to come out and say what is on their mind, say what is happening. Let those who don't know what is happening stop take Laventille and Port of Spain and environs for granted. It's time we wake up. We want to thank SWWTU for giving us the opportunity to host True Talk. I want to thank the technical team, the General Sec, such a pleasant and quiet gentleman, but boy, don't underestimate him. And again, I want to say thanks to everyone, to our brothers and sisters, to the listening audience in and around, nationally and internationally. Come join us. Come be the battle for freedom, the battle out of oppression, and the battle to step forward. Let us stand for something, and it's time to stop fall for anything. Thank you, and be a people that know where you want to go. And that is, together we will unite, divided we will fall. So come out. Thank you each and every one. Please reach home safely, and thank you again.